So, beautiful souls, I'm here at Lidl today again. The aim is to access Wi-Fi because I have some few videos that I want to load, and while I'm here I thought, okay, I will make a video of what I meant, because I made a video when I said that they have constructed a tin house attached to Lidl, apparently to hold water for eventuality when there is fire. So come along, I will take you on this journey to show you where that house is. So that is that tin house there. Now, beautiful souls, how many liters will this tiny house contain in order to serve its purpose for water? Because I have worked in Lidl before, and every Lidl, they are almost the same construction. It doesn't matter whether it is in Spain or in Germany, although I did in Germany. Or what I know is that they have some pipes where the fire there is the firefighter, where they can have access to put the water, to put that thing out. Now, beautiful souls, let me back off. Anyway, the shaman, the guy who's selling lottery, he moved from where he was living down the city in this apartment because he need to hold the vibration, even if he's not in front of Lidl there. He's at home and he's closer to hold the vibration, and together with that things, those animals that are being kept in this tiny house. Now look at that tiny house. Does it really look like a tiny house that can contain water? And if it really contains water, why does it, what does this this pipe means? That is a pipe to let the fresh air inside and let the fresh air out. It's just like when you have your heater, to let the gas out and to let the fresh air inside. Why does a house, tin house, constructed to hold water tanks, apparently for fire, in case of fire, why does it need that thing? And look at this. How do they get the jars of water in there with this tiny door? It should be a big door to put in those jars inside, to put those containers inside, because I'm sure there must be a container inside there if it is really for water, meant for water. And now, like that I'm seeing here, between those opening, there is nothing in there. It's just, I don't see any jars, any water containers in there. I don't see any container, in fact. So, beautiful souls, this is made to hold those animals that comes from the other world to come and keep the vibration here low and to spread darkness, like I told you in the other video. Just check it out. Just check it out. Very nice. So I'm going back to Lidl. I just wanted to show you the house, and at the same time, the very same time, they've constructed this thing that I'm going to be showing you now. Apparently, it's a drop and pick up box. If you I don't know, CEO, whatever that firm, whatever that company is, but I know and I sense when I came back and then I found those things here in that tin house here. Every time I stand here, because this is where I used to stand to get my money and to do my trolley deals, and every time I stand here, I felt transmuting a very heavy and dense energy which I could not name what it is. But all what I knew is there is something in that box that is not which is the reason why this thing was put there in the first place. Look at this. And I used to stand here. Do my things. Yeah? And look at this thing. Well, there are people who came now and then to pick up some stuff, to pick up some boxes, whatever. No problem whatsoever. But there is always one box that never opened. Never opened. Underneath, well, which one was it? I think it was this one on top here. These two never opened. The others, I've seen people accessing it, but these two never opened. What for? I don't know. Beautiful souls. If you are divine sparkles of light, I'm strongly advising you to stay away from this Lidl. They are these are all means to keep you. These are all means, density, darkness, to create lush to you, so that you feel all of a sudden, oh, I'm not feeling good, I'm whatever, or whatever, for them to fit on you, and to keep this area as low and dense and very heavy and dense as possible. If you need something from Lidl, beautiful souls, go to other Lidls. Go to Lidl in Del Depre. I'm not saying it's a better Lidl, it's a better choice, but it doesn't have those houses. It doesn't have these boxes. It doesn't have these things that are being kept there to just generate low vibration and low frequency that in fact influence your emotions, your feelings, your decisions when you come here, so that they can fit on your emotions and the whole area. So go to Lidl in Del Depre from, I don't care, it's not so far. Go to Lidl to, if you have a car. Go to Lidl to Ambosta, whatever. But I'm not saying that any Lidl, or go to Aldi. Aldi also have the same things that you can get at Lidl. Huh? Go to Aldi, although they are all companies owned by one Repto family. That's another whole issue. Google, who is the owner of those companies, they're linked together, Lidl and Aldi. But at least they don't have these boxes, and they don't have this chairman standing here the whole time generating, influencing you with your emotions, and they don't have that tin house that are there hosting animals from other world that is there intended to work on your vibration and to keep the area as dense as possible. Just ask yourself, why does this tiny house, if there is a box of water in there, now tell me, this whole huge complex, it would really put out the fire for when this whole huge complex starts burning? That is nonsense. Totally nonsense. Beautiful souls, don't be deceived. They are working on, and they know that you don't ask questions. They know that you are trained years in, years out, decades, generation from generation to generation. Never ask question, obey, do what is asked from you, fit in a matrix, fit in a program, and that is good. It's time to wake up, beautiful souls. There is something fishy going on here.